Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we are diving into something huge, AI careers. And if you're a busy professional or a working parent just trying to figure out where you fit in this fast-changing world, well, this one's for you.
So let's just start with the question that's on everybody's mind, right? Do you really need to be a coding genius or have a PhD in computer science to have a future in the age of AI? Let's be real, it's causing a ton of stress for a lot of us.
Well, you can take a deep breath, because the answer is no. The biggest AI-driven job boom isn't just for the super techie folks. It's actually happening in creative fields, in marketing, and in business, roles that probably look a lot like what you're already doing. The game is totally changing, but here's the thing, you're already on the field.
And that leads us right into our first big idea today, the great AI reskilling. You know, that pressure to adapt is so real. AI is no longer this futuristic idea. It's a tool we're using every day, and it's creating this brand new kind of stress at work.
And believe me, this isn't some far-off thing. It's happening right now. As of last spring, almost half of all workers, that's 47%, were already using AI tools at least once a month. This isn't just some niche trend. It's a massive shift in how we actually get work done.
And you know that pressure you're feeling? It is absolutely not just in your head. Experts like Dennis Stoley over at the American Psychological Association have actually named it as a real, legitimate new workplace stressor. About 3 in 10 workers are now worried they're going to fall behind if they don't get on board with AI. So if you're feeling that anxiety, you are definitely not alone. Okay, so to make sense of all this, it really helps to think about jobs in 3 simple buckets. You've got frontier roles. These are the brand new jobs that AI is creating from scratch. Then there are retooled roles, which are existing jobs, maybe like yours, that are being totally transformed by AI. And finally, legacy roles, which are more traditional jobs that are facing some big shifts. And for most of us, that retooled category, that's the sweet spot. All right, so let's get into the good stuff. Let's zoom in on one of the most exciting retooled roles out there, the AI creative specialist. Now, this is a perfect example of how the skills you already have can get supercharged by AI. And it's not just for creatives. We're seeing the same thing happen in marketing, HR, project management, you name it. So what in the world is an AI creative specialist? Basically, their job is to use AI tools to make creative work even better. This means having skills like prompt engineering, which is really just knowing how to talk to an AI to get what you want, plus content strategy and classic design skills. And get this, the salary can go up to $145,000, the role is growing like crazy at 25 to 30% a year, and 85% of these jobs are remote or hybrid. I mean, for busy parents and professionals, that kind of flexibility is an absolute game changer.
And just look at this career path. You can start out in an entry-level spot with a really solid salary and climb a clear, profitable ladder. So we're not talking about some dead-end job here. This is a real pathway to leadership roles, like becoming a creative director. The opportunity for growth is real, and it's happening right now.
So what does it actually take to get your foot in the door? Honestly, the requirements are so manageable. You need a degree or equivalent experience, some basic skills with just a couple of AI tools, a portfolio, which you can build with your own personal projects, and just a real willingness to learn. The main point here is that this is an incredibly accessible career path.
Okay, so this all sounds great, but it brings us to the million-dollar question, right? How on earth do you get these skills when you're already juggling a job, a family, and, everything else? Let's talk about your practical guide to upgrading your career without having to put your entire life on pause.
Let's be crystal clear about this. You do not need to go back to school for another 4-year degree. The new economy is shifting away from just looking at credentials. What really matters now are targeted, high-impact skills that you can actually show you have. Upskilling today is all about short courses and certificates that get you job-ready and fast. So for example, Purdue has a 16-week program that's about 8-10 hours a week. Or you could check out Columbia Business School's program, which is a more focused 8-week course. These things are literally designed for busy people, so you can actually fit them into the life you already have. Okay, we've covered the why and the what. Now it's time for the how. Let's wrap this all up with a super simple, actionable blueprint from WorkLifeOS that you can use to get started, like today. It really just comes down to these 3 simple steps. First, identify your lane. Are you in one of those retooled roles that AI can make even better? Second, just pick 2 AI tools in your field and really commit to mastering them. And third, build one mini project. It can be anything. A marketing plan, a new workflow, a piece of artwork. Just create something small that proves you have these new skills. That's it. That's your starting point.
So, as we close this out, the real question isn't about the future of AI, it's about your future with AI. So forget next year, forget even next month. What's the first AI tool, the first tutorial, the first little project that you'll check out this week? The opportunity is right here, and it is so much more accessible than you think. Go grab it.